What is up, guys? Randomonium here, and today we're going to be talking about Diana in Season 7. Now, currently, Diana is sitting around a 49% win rate in Platinum and above games. And while she's not being changed directly in Season 7, there are a lot of changes that are going to be coming in the preseason that might make Diana a sleeper OP pick in Season 7. The first of these is the Assassin rework. Assassins are going to become much more popular in Season 7, and Diana has very good matchups into a lot of assassins. This is going to make her a much better pick in ranked play, and is going to cause her win rate to increase. Secondly, the focus of the assassin reworks is mainly to increase the burst window of assassins to allow them to have more counterplay. Diana, however, is unchanged. She's going to be able to deal her burst just as fast in Season 7 as she was able to in Season 6. This is going to allow her to have a slight advantage against a lot of the assassins in Season 7 because she'll be able to get her burst off quicker than the other assassins. The final change is what I'm going to devote the rest of the video to, and that's a change to one of the Masteries in Season 7. So Riot has removed Strength of the Ages, and they've replaced it with a mastery called Courage of the Colossus. This mastery provides a humongous shield to a champion if they hard CC an enemy. Diana's E, her Moonfall, is considered a hard CC, so this mastery can grant Diana a humongous shield that increases her tankiness in teamfights. So this allows Diana to abuse this mastery that is normally intended for tanks. So the rest of this video is going to break down the comparison between Thunderlord's Decree and Courage of the Colossus and show you what the pros and cons of going into each mastery are. So this is the standard build that's been popularized by Arc2nd, who is the #1 challenger player on the NA servers. We go Roa into Nashor's Tooth, into Lucidity Boots, into Deathcap, into Void Staff, and then finish off with either a Zhonya's or possibly a Guardian Angel. And these are the stats that you will get if you build all of those items. Your stats may vary slightly based on your masteries and your runes, but these are what we're going to use in order to calculate how much damage you gain by going into the Cunning tree, or how much tankiness you'll gain by going into the Resolve tree. And this is how much damage Diana's combo will do, assuming you have this full item build. So we've got a Q damage of 680, her W damage that includes all 3 procs will be 621, her R damage at 631, a normal auto attack with the Nashor's Tooth will be 222 damage, and then an empowered auto attack with her passive will be 1021 damage. And that gives you a total of 3,175 damage before that damage is reduced by magic resist. So this is the amount of damage that we're going to use to calculate how much additional damage the Cunning Tree gives Diana if she goes towards Thunderlord's Decree. So this is your normal mastery page for Diana if you go for Thunderlord's Decree. We got 12 points in Ferocity, 18 points in Cunning. What I'm proposing is going 12 points in Ferocity, 0 points in Cunning, and then 18 points in Resolve. And we're going to show how much damage you're going to give up by going into Resolve, and how much tankiness you'll gain by going for Courage of the Colossus. So there's 4 masteries in the Cunning tree that increase Diana's damage. The first is Assassin, which increases her damage by 2% if there's no other allied champions around her. This is only beneficial if she's in a 1v1 situation or like a 1v2 situation. The second is Merciless, which increases her damage by 5% if a champion is below 40% health. Precision, which gives her magic penetration and also gives her armor penetration, but that's not very useful for Diana. And then finally, for Thunderlord's Decree, which gives you 10 damage per level plus 10% of your AP, and it also gives an additional for bonus AD, but you don't build AD on Diana normally. So we calculate how much damage this will actually do. We can see that the Assassin will give us approximately 64 damage when we're at full build. Merciless, if we assume that the target's only below 40% health for about half of our combo, that only gives us about 79 extra damage. The 8.4% magic penetration that you get at level 18 from Precision, it's difficult to calculate exactly how much damage that'll give you, but I said that it's about a 4% damage increase. That results in about 127 damage extra that you do with Precision. And then at level 18, Thunderlord's Decree will deal 249 damage. So this totals up to 519 damage. This is all before magic resist. So keep that in mind. And that's about a 16% damage increase over the 3,175 damage that Diana already deals. Moving on to the Resolve tree, there's also 4 things that will increase the tankiness in the Resolve tree. So the first one is Unyielding, which increases her armor and magic resist by 5%. The second is Runic Armor, which increases her shields by 8%. So this includes her W, Pale Cascade, and it also includes the shield that's created by Courage of the Colossus. We also have Fearless, which allows you to gain 10% plus 2 per level bonus armor and magic resist when you're damaged by an enemy champion for 2 seconds. So this means that when you initiate into the team fight, it gives you an extra burst of tankiness for 2 seconds. And then the final one is Courage of the Colossus, which gives you a shield for 4 seconds equal to 10 plus 10 per level plus 7% of your maximum health per enemy champion near you. So that means that if you use your Moonfall into 5 enemy champions, you'll gain 35% of your maximum health as a shield. So if we calculate how much additional tankiness or health this provides, we're talking effective health, which is different than actual health. So we can see that Unyielding gives us approximately 199 extra health versus AD, or 85 health versus AP. Our Runic Armor increases our W by approximately 48 health. Fearless will give us approximately an extra 1,390 health versus AD, or 1,163 health versus AP. And then finally, Courage of the Colossus, depending on how many enemy champions are near you when you use your Moonfall, it'll grant you a shield that varies between 420 and 1,278 health. These are the differences, the side-by-side comparison of both of these masteries. So Thunderlord's Decree, it gives you up to 519 damage, depending on how much magic resist your target has. Over on Courage of the Colossus, it just gives you a lot of extra tankiness. It gives you approximately 56 extra armor, 44 extra MR, 48 extra health per Pale Cascade that you use, and then your Courage of Colossus shield, which is 420 to 1,278 damage per team fight. And Courage of the Colossus has a 30-second cooldown, while Thunderlord's Decree has a cooldown that varies from 25 to 15 seconds based on your level. This basically means that you'll have a roughly 16% damage increase if you go towards the Cunning Tree, and you'll have approximately an extra 103% increase in effective health if you go towards the Resolve Mastery Tree and Courage of the Colossus. So what are the pros and cons? What's the TLDR of all of this? So for Thunderlord's Decree, you're going to have a better laning phase. You're going to have better trading, you're going to have better dueling, and you're going to have more damage. This favors Diana in the early game and the mid game mainly. Courage of the Colossus makes you very resilient towards ganks and dives. If somebody ganks you and you use your Moonfall, your shield is stronger because you have more enemy champions near you. It also makes you very difficult to dive because if the enemies dive you and you use your Moonfall, you'll gain this massive shield that allow you to survive while your tower kills your enemies. It also provides you with better scaling. Courage of the Colossus gives you a lot of bonus armored and magic resist. It also gives you a humongous shield that scales really well into the late game. And finally, and most importantly, Courage of the Colossus gives Diana a much better late game. Diana likes to split push, she likes to skirmish, but in the late game, team fights are inevitable. 5v5 team fights are one of Diana's greatest weaknesses because it's very easy for her to get CC'd, get bursted down, and not be effective in the late game. Courage of the Colossus gives her the tankiness she needs in order to be able to dive those backline carries and get at least one kill and survive long enough for her spells to come off cooldown to get a second or possibly even third kill. So if you feel like you're struggling in the laning phase, if you feel like you need that extra damage to get through the mid game, Thunderlord's Decree is the mastery for you. But if you feel like you can survive and you're looking for something to scale, you're looking for something to prevent Diana from falling off in the late game, if you're looking for a way for Diana to become a much better team fighter, you should definitely try out Courage of the Colossus. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel. If you like the content on the channel, please subscribe. And if you tried this out on the PvE, please leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about it. I hope you all have a great day. This is Randomonium signing off.